Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I'm taking a little drive here. I figured I would do a vlog. Today's subject in this vlog is about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is all the rage, and I had quite a few people ask me if I play and what team I'm on and all this other stuff. And sadly, I do not play Pokemon Go, and I'll tell you the number one reason why. I don't have time. It's that simple. If I had more free time, I know I would definitely play it. I saw Hashnasi did a video, kind of a Pokemon Go 101, everything you need to know about it, and I watched all of his videos, so of course I sat through that whole thing, and it looks fun. It's that simple. It looks like a lot of fun, and I kind of get why there's so many people playing it. Now, I'm a little shocked as to how popular it is. I mean, it looks like it'd be something that's popular, but I mean, like, everyone. Even, like, people's grandmothers and grandfathers are playing it. They got their little smartphones and they're all into it and stuff. It's quite amazing how popular it really is. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I have a hard time with time management as it is. Besides YouTube, it's, personal obligations and things that I want to do, and I have a small window for my own entertainment, and half of that time is spent on YouTube. The other half of the time is, spending time with my wife and my dog, or watching some movies or something. So I know that if I started playing that, I would probably neglect other responsibilities. I just don't have enough time. That's really the only reason I don't play. It looks like a lot of fun. Looks like a ball. No pun intended. But I want to also make just two things. First of all, an observation on our society and pop culture and how it's changed so much in the last couple of years. And also, I'm going to make a prediction. Now, I hate to say this, but I am extremely confident that it is only a matter of time before someone dies or multiple people die because of Pokemon Go. And here's the reason why. I first off see the benefit, and I think it's awesome that there's something that's getting people outside more, getting people walking around, especially like, people who are overweight and trying to look to exercise. If you can make exercising fun, that's awesome. That's a huge plus, because then you're going to do it, and you're going to do it consistently. But here's where things go a little awry. With the Pokemon Go and how it works, I see that there's a lot of potential for people who are going to trespass on property. They're going to go on people's lawns and backyards and decks, capturing these Pokemon that they're not, places they're not supposed to be. Someone's going to get shot. There's going to be arguments that occur because of trespassing. I already saw in the news, there must have been, I swear to God, at least 10 different stories related to Pokemon Go since it was first released, okay? There was a girl that's somewhat local to where I am, and she was playing Pokemon Go, and she found a dead body by the river because of it. There's another story where certain restaurants are banning it because they don't want people coming in loitering, or loitering on the property. I think it was the Arlington Cemetery has an official ban on it because it's disrespectful to go there to capture Pokemons, as well as the Holocaust museums. There's people going to Holocaust museums catching Pokemon. A little disrespectful. I mean, come on. So there's already a lot of potential for trespassing. Besides trespassing, I think that people are using their cars too to gain, obviously, distance. You can't walk 50 miles, so people capture everything in their area as far as they can walk, whatever. Now they're jumping in their car. I saw there's another story where people are starting to speed through neighborhoods trying to catch Pokemon. Again, Hashnasi's video where he was commuting in the beginning of one of his vlogs, he saw like 4 accidents on the way to work. Some of them, if not all of them, possibly related to Pokemon Go, playing it in the car. As if texting wasn't bad enough, now you're catching friggin' Pokemon while you're driving. So, there's a lot of potential for problems here, okay? And I really hate to say it, but I know it's going to happen. I am making this very confident prediction that Pokemon Go will cause some deaths, which is sad. But anyway, my observation of Pokemon Go in general, it kind of reminds me of how everything in the last, I don't know how many years, I want to say at least 5 years, everything in pop culture has been just regurgitated. Everything's recycled. There's no new movie ideas. There's really no new music. There's new songs, but everything's like auto-tuned. There's not as much talent as there used to be. Everything's a throwback. Why is that? There's no, like, for example, candy, food, soda, everything's throwback. Oh, throwback Coke when it had real sugar. Why? Because Coke can't come up with a new flavor soda. It's like everything's been done. I saw at Target, they had throwback board games, oh, try Monopoly, how it looked in 1974 or whatever. Everything's just recycled. Vintage and throwback stuff and classic versions of things. that's what's popular. There's nothing new. I can't even I don't even know how many comic book related movies there are. I just saw the commercial for Batman versus Superman. You know, I mean, how many times has Batman been remade? You know what I mean? How many different comic book characters have had their own movies, you know, so far? Look at Ghostbusters. They just redid Ghostbusters, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just, everything's just, it's the same, but it's different. Everything that's like remade is just a crappier version of what it used to be. And, you know, I understand a lot of people, it's popular because people are like, oh yeah, I grew up on that. I'd love to see my kids see that, or my grandkids see that, you know, or experience what I've experienced. How about something new? You know, how about the new generations actually get some new culture? It's just a weird phenomenon that I'm seeing, that just like, everything is just something that's already existed and molded. Even Pokemon Go. Pokemon. Something that was popular. Hey, let's bring it back in a new form. Let's get it on everyone's smartphones and devices, right? It's just like, it's a regurgitation of pop culture, and I don't get it. It seems lazy to me. It seems like there's just no creativity anymore. There's nothing new. Everything's just a different version of something that was already there before. And like, all new movies suck. There's no, I mean, my personal opinion, of course. Every now and then you hear like a song, it's like, okay, it's not bad. Or every now and then there's a movie that's pretty good. But generally speaking, I have not really enjoyed anything new in the last probably 10 or 15 years. I mean, like, really loved it. Things that I would consider to be classic. You know, very small handful of movies, very small handful of songs that I would consider to be something that will last the test of time. And of course, that's personal opinion, but, you know, that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing my personal opinion. So, yeah, pop culture has to step it up a notch and come up with some new ideas. I mean, seriously. Ooh. See if we could back up here a second. I saw some nice, put our hazard lights on. Go in reverse for a minute. Saw some little ducklets. Ah, oh, damn it. They're in the woods. Oh, no, they're here. I'll show you guys what's going on here. Little turklets. You see that guy in the rock? There's a bunch of them. But, yeah. Nice little bit of nature. Alright, let's leave them alone and get back on the road here. I don't know. Create a hazard for the human beings looking at the animals. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying. I'm not going to beat a dead horse and like I usually do and just repeat myself in 4 different ways saying the same thing. You get my message here. But as far as Pokemon Go is concerned, I think it's cool. I love it. I don't have time for it. I'm not going to get into it. I know if I just play around with it a little bit, I have that addictive personality where like I'm going to have to, okay, now I got to capture every friggin' Pokemon. I can't do anything else until I do that, you know? And people are spending some real money on this. From my understanding, you can buy stuff in the game. Use real life money, just like everything else, every other game. It's like some people play GTA 5, which happens to be my favorite current game, and they'll play it for free. They buy the game, they play it, they earn money in the game, but some people just suck at it, and they'll spend their real money and convert it into play money. You know, $20 real money gets you X amount, you know, I don't know what it is, $1 million, $2 million in the game. You know, so if you suck bad enough at a game, it ends up costing you real money, you know, if you get that frustrated that you can't wait until you've earned it in the game. But, I don't know, I feel like today there's far more need to be entertained than it used to be. You know, even 5 years ago, and even, you know, more so than 10 years ago, and so forth. It's like people, throughout history, you've always had a job. You always go to work, right? But what do you do in between working, sleeping, crapping, and eating? You have to entertain yourself. That's basically what life is. We're all trying to keep busy until we die. I mean, as you know, dark as that sounds, that's pretty much what life is. Entertaining ourselves in between eating, crapping, sleeping, and working, or earning money. And for people who don't work, it's just more eating and sleeping and trying to entertain yourself. So, yeah, I mean, obviously we have to find ways to entertain ourselves, but it's like everything that comes out that's new is like way more exciting than it used to be. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had a glare coming from the sunroof, so I had to shut it. But you get my message here. It's kind of twofold. The first part, Pokemon Go. No, I don't play it. Yes, I think it's pretty badass and cool and fun looking. I mean, I grew up playing Pokemon on Game Boy. I collected Pokemon cards. I liked the whole story. I know I would have a lot of fun playing it. I just don't have the time. And the second part of this message, of course, was just kind of a rant on pop culture. I hate that everything's recycled. It's like kids growing up today is getting a crappier version of my childhood. You know what I mean? It's not quite as good as the original. Everything's throwback stuff, which I can appreciate in small amounts, but I mean, everything is like, throwback this, throwback that, vintage this, classic that. Come on. And Hollywood's got to come up with some new damn movie ideas. Stop remaking everything that used to be successful. Like, a good example is a Ghostbuster movie. I haven't seen the new one yet, but I promise you it's not going to be as great as the first one. It might be okay by itself as a movie, but just come up with some new damn ideas. Seriously. It just seems lazy. We have lazy entertainment. So, anyway, there you go. There's my video. My vlog for today. I'm almost at my destination here, so I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day. And when you go out to play your Pokemon Go later, just be careful. Don't play it while you're driving. Don't walk out in the street when you're not looking. Don't trespass on people's property. I don't care what kind of Pokemon's sitting on someone's lawn. Don't do it.